Picture yourself standing in a crowded room, yet completely at ease. The noise is deafening, but you're calm, like an oasis of stillness in a desert of chaos. In a world where chaos often feels inescapable, this inner stillness becomes a rare and powerful state. We live in a world overwhelmed by distractions, where everyone's vying for your attention. The Stoics, however, believed in reclaiming focus, not by shutting out the world, but by learning to hear your own voice amidst the noise. If this strikes a chord, let's hear your thoughts. Give it a like and keep the conversation going. Solitude isn't about isolation, it's about clarity. It strips away the noise and forces you to confront a powerful question. Who are you when no one is watching? In that moment of honesty, you discover your true purpose, free from the expectations of others. The Stoic approach is brutally honest. You can't blame the world for your restlessness. It's your choice to remain anchored in the chaos or to cultivate the stillness you need. Marcus Aurelius put it best when he said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." That's our mission, to find and protect that inner haven. Let's get straight to it. The world is loud. It's relentless, unapologetic, and designed to pull you in every direction except inward. But here's the truth most people don't want to face. The chaos isn't out there. It's in here, inside your own head. And that's exactly where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics understood something we've forgotten. You don't control the world, but you can control how you show up in it. That's the real power, not the kind that shouts to be heard, but the quiet, unshakable strength of knowing who you are and what you stand for, no matter what life throws at you. So how do you find it? Solitude. Not the Instagram version of self-care with candles and curated playlists, but the hard, raw work of sitting alone with your thoughts. Because let's be honest, most people can't do it. They're too scared of what they might find. But the Stoics taught us that facing that fear is the only way forward. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's the blueprint. When you stop blaming the world for your distractions, your failures, your unhappiness, you start owning your life. That's when you get clarity. Not borrowed opinions or surface-level goals, but something deeper, your purpose. Let's travel back to ancient Rome, to a story about Stoicism and solitude, Seneca's exile years. Seneca, the renowned Roman philosopher and statesman, was exiled to the remote island of Corsica in 41 AD. Stripped of power, wealth, and his social circle, Seneca found himself isolated from the bustling political heart of Rome, a true outsider. For most, this would be devastating. Losing status, relationships, and a sense of purpose could easily spiral into despair, but Seneca chose a different path. He turned this exile into an opportunity for philosophical practice, transforming his solitude into fertile ground for growth. On Corsica, he shifted entirely inward. Every day he read, reflected, and wrote in isolation. He described this time as a purification of the soul, a chance to cut through external noise and see himself clearly. During these years, he penned some of his most profound works, including On the Happy Life and On the Shortness of Life. These texts became cornerstones of Stoic philosophy, shaping countless lives after his own. Through his writings, Seneca emphasized a truth that resonates deeply. True peace doesn't come from external circumstances, it comes from within. Solitude, he argued, isn't a punishment, it's an opportunity. As he wrote in a letter, it is not a matter of escaping some place, but escaping the turmoil of your own mind. A peaceful life isn't about changing your surroundings. It's about changing your mindset. So what's the lesson from Seneca's Exile? He shows us that solitude isn't something to fear. What's truly frightening is being unable to face yourself in that silence. In a world addicted to distractions, real growth happens when, like Seneca, you confront your solitude and find strength within it. When you're surrounded by loneliness, ask yourself, is this an opportunity or a punishment? Like Seneca, you can choose to transform it into power, not a burden. That choice is yours. Stoicism isn't about retreating from life. It's about stepping into it with total focus and control. When the noise gets louder, you get calmer. When others chase every shiny object, you hold steady. It's not easy, but it's simple. Master yourself, and the rest of the world will follow. This isn't philosophy for scholars or ancient history. It's a playbook for today. You want freedom? Stop looking for it in the world. Build it within yourself. That's the essence of Stoicism. Brutal, brilliant, and exactly what we need. Here's the thing about Stoicism. It's not just a philosophy, it's a tool for building something far greater than success, applause, or material wealth. It's the architecture for a life lived with clarity, purpose, and integrity. And in a world obsessed with more distractions, more noise, more validation, Stoicism dares you to say, enough. Let's cut through the fluff. Life is unpredictable. The market crashes, relationships fracture, health falters. These are the facts. But Stoicism doesn't promise to change the facts. It changes how you face them. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you unlock a different kind of power: resilience. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about that for a second. That's the key. Life doesn't bend to your will, but your will determines how you move through life. Are you tossed around like a leaf in the wind, or are you the mountain, unmoved by the storm? Now, solitude, real solitude, isn't about running away from the storm. It's about walking straight into it, not as a victim, but as the calm, centered force that sees through the chaos. It's in those quiet moments, stripped of pretense, that you ask yourself the hard questions. What do I value? What do I stand for? Am I living in alignment with that truth? The answers don't come easily. They don't arrive wrapped in motivational quotes or hashtags. They come from doing the work, daily, relentlessly. That's what the Stoics knew. Life is practice. Every moment is an opportunity to refine, to improve, to get closer to the person you're capable of becoming. But let's be clear. Stoicism isn't passive. It's not about sitting back and accepting mediocrity. It's about stepping up with discipline, courage, and focus. It's the quiet determination to show up as your best self, even when the world feels like it's collapsing around you, especially then. In a world that prizes speed, noise, and distraction, stillness is an act of quiet rebellion. This is why Stoicism endures. It offers balance, a steady compass pointing inward, reminding us that the most profound victories are fought and won within. The battle for your focus, your values, your time, it all begins with you. So here's the truth. Stop chasing answers outside yourself. Stop blaming the world for its chaos. Instead, turn inward. Lay the foundation of stillness. Embrace the solitude that refines and clarifies, and you'll discover something rare, an unshakable clarity that's entirely your own. The noise will never cease, and the chaos will persist. But when you master yourself, none of it will matter. You'll walk through the world with a calm resilience, a quiet strength that needs no explanation. That is the essence of Stoicism, timeless, transformative, and profoundly revolutionary. If you're ready to explore more Stoic wisdom and bring these timeless principles into your daily life, subscribe now and join us on this journey of inner mastery.